steps twice. It's bad. I. It's a bad one, man. I took it almost twice. What? I'm still waiting for Pajamas Miller to get his ass over here. You don't do the stream? Ticky in the evening and ticky. I don't want to say it. I don't want to see it tonight. This guy doesn't stop eating tater tots behind you. He will not stop eating those tater tots. He's like stuffs his mouth in them. Guy's hungry. So yeah, Alva, give me a call whenever you want, and we'll make it work. But we can.
music.
Don't blast it.
All we had to do was just who I am. Yeah, it's the life I chose. Gunshots in the dark, one eye closed. And we got it cooking like a one-eye stove. You can kiss me, kiss me.
All right, we are here, Portland SportsBeat Extra. We're out at the Lumberyard Mountain Bike Park. I am PJ Miller. Along with me is Brad Stein. Brad,
I'm freezing my tushy off. It is cold outside, and these metal chairs don't make it any more suitable for a warm tushy. So I'm frozen, but I'm doing all right, PJ. I had a little Thanksgiving dinner. I ate till I regurgitated, so I'm happy.
yeah, it was great. I woke up Friday morning. You know, I work at Home Depot, so I had to be the opener of the store. So I was there at about 3:15 in the morning.
Woo.
Yeah, so we had quite the line out there. But I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I am still full. Like I didn't even have time to digest everything.
Wow. I went for thirds. I went thirds that day, and then I even brought like a little doggy bag home with me, and I ate more. And I just kept eating.
Yeah. Leftovers.
Leftovers.
My favorite part of Thanksgiving is my brother always makes this thing we call them Parker House rolls. And you take some turkey and some stuffing, some mashed potatoes, and you put them all in the roll.
No music.
All right, we're back here at the Lumberyard. Out here riding the track. They do have, I don't know if you noticed it when you come in, they have the big inflatable out there that you can do the big jump off of and jump on.
Interesting.
I got to get here on one of these days.
I would love
during the daytime.
Can you get someone to film it, please?
Yes,
just in case something happens. Okay. Just in case, because when you fell off the bike, I love it. It's my favorite part.
Yeah, maybe during the next break we can get that for Jim so that he can watch that.
I'm happy that you didn't get hurt, though.
Yeah. I don't get hurt very easy.
All right.
I broke my arm one time when I was a little kid, but other than that, nothing too bad. We got some great topics. We got some NFL that we're going to hit
National Football League.
A quick update here on the Blazers. They have taken the lead over Oklahoma City. The last time I checked, about 4 minutes to go. It's 72-69. The Blazers lead Oklahoma City. Big comeback. I think it was about a 20-point turnaround. They were down, and now they're up against Oklahoma City.
This is getting more exciting by the minute, PJ.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the Blazers a little bit later. And
I have a DVR, so I'm going to watch it over and over again.
Oh, now I'm going to. I have like this thing about like ruining the game
Yeah, you do. But you know what? I'm going to find out eventually.
You are.
So I'm over. If it's a playoffs, I'll get mad, though. I'll get a little pissy.
Yes.
I'll get a little snippy, like you did when I was announcing a baseball game.
Yeah.
I'm doing play-by-play. Oh, my God, the Heat are losing. Yeah. I said, no. I said, number one, I'm rooting for the Heat. Number two, I'm DVRing the game.
Yes.
Thank you very much. God. Okay. Did you do the Jackie Robinson story?
I haven't been able to see it yet.
Okay.
No.
It's a great movie. Very inspirational. You know all about Jackie Robinson. Well, they're working on the Vince Lombardi movie. The famous old coach of the Green Bay Packers started with my New York Football Giants.
Yes,
so. Yes, he did. So who do you think should play Vince? Because they haven't casted the role yet. But I keep thinking about it. Who would be the perfect actor? Or someone off the street? Buddy.
Just, you know, my original thing would be either De Niro or Pacino.
Oh, no.
I think Pacino.
Not Pacino, no.
Pacino, just because he did.
I know, any given Sunday. No, but you bodies. Look at the body type.
Yeah.
Look, there's no resemblance at all. Pacino is going to be the perfect. I forgot his name. Joe Paterno. He's the perfect Joe Pa.
No, he's a Rick Pitino.
Joe Pa. Or you could Pitino. Joe Paterno. So De Niro, again, too small. There's only one guy that I see is perfect, but unfortunately he's deceased, and that's James Gandolfini, The Sopranos. James Gandolfini.
He's a little bit too big, though.
Yeah, but he's deceased anyway, so
Yeah.
he passed away.
Yeah.
But I could see him. He could role, but the only other person is a very famous actor who played him in Broadway, Dan Lauria, the father of the Wonder Years. Yeah. He played Vince in the Broadway show.
Yeah.
So he's never done the big theater, but why not? If anyone else does a lot of TV, he just doesn't do
Okay, what about,
movies.
would they do somebody, like, who's doing this? Is this like a ESPN, like?
I'm really not sure, but it's going to be in the movie, so it's going to be a legit, maybe, let's just say MGM. I don't know.
Because I wonder, are they going
whatever.
to, how old do they, what age are they shooting for? Because that'll make
They're probably
huge
right when he's
difference.
on, so it's going to be between, they're going to look for someone probably in their 40s.
Yeah, so I'm thinking,
I'd say 40 and 55.
Yeah.
Probably more.
You know who'd
40,
be great?
50.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick.
Could you imagine him playing
Bill Belichick.
Vince Lombardi?
Bill Belichick. Oh, he's such a. This is what we're gonna do, and I'm more concerned about the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a monotone geek. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, I could see Parcells doing it though. Maybe.
Yeah, that
Bill
would be
Parcells. You
actually-
put a little wig on him. Bill
Yeah.
Parcells action.
Yeah.
He can act.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
He's intense. He can do it. Belichick, I don't see him yelling. That guy doesn't want to raise his blood pressure. He's a jerk. All right, we saw a great Monday Night Football game. At least it was great for a lot of us because most of us are out here are rooting for the Seattle Seahawks. They devoured the Saints.
Yeah.
People are just saying that Seattle's the best team right now. Are you buying this?
Oh, definitely.
Best team in the
Especially
NFL.
when
The NFL.
Yeah, and I would say if they're playing at home. I think that they have a very, very good home field advantage, and they're playing very well. They're the most balanced team, I think. For his played in the last few weeks, I would say that they've kind of come back a little bit, and I'd say that Russell Wilson has proven that their offense is legit.
It's good. I think they are the best team right now. They deserve it. They have the best record. But if they represent the NFC, which I think they will because they're unbeatable, they're pretty much unbeatable at home.
Yeah.
And I can't see Carolina, New Orleans, Detroit, Chicago, Eagles, Cowboys, whoever it is, nobody's going to beat them in Seattle. It's just not going to happen.
No.
So let's say the Seahawks represent. I see both New England or Denver can beat them. I think they match up very well against the Seahawks. So I don't think the Seahawks are, in those regards, the best team. I think they are, but they're in the Super Bowl.
So you think Denver
On
playing
a
in New
neutral
York-
field. Yeah,
in
Denver
New York,
in a neutral
cold.
field. Yeah, I do. In a neutral field where Seattle doesn't have the home field, a second-year quarterback, a little inexperienced, and the ability, Peyton Manning's been there 2 times already. Russell Wilson is his second year in the league. It's a huge difference, and I think he'd be able to manipulate that defense.
So do you not believe in Peyton Manning having trouble in the cold weather?
I do, but he played in Kansas City last week. He looked pretty darn good. His balls were zipping a lot better. There were still some ducks.
Not quite the wind.
I think
there.
he's better. I think at neutral field. How do we know it's not going to be 45 in New York? I've been in
Maybe.
January where it's 55.
Yeah.
We don't know it's going to be under 20.
Yeah.
I think they'll be
it's
fine.
in New York.
It'll
The
probably
odds
be around 40.
You think so?
Yeah, it'll be around 40. Yeah, I don't think it'll be in the 30s as a high. 40, they'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, if it is, then he should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady is the master of cold weather.
Yes. See, I
Either
think if
team of
they're-
those match up against the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think if New England's there, then New England would have the edge. Not necessarily because they're a
Ooh.
better team, but just because they are more equipped for that situation.
Right, and I
They've had more
agree.
experience.
But do you think that Seattle would be favored by Las Vegas over Denver?
I think
over Denver?
Yeah, I think they would be.
They would be the favorites,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wish you were
and
Las
it's really,
Vegas.
It's
I
really
would
going
put
to
money
depend on
that.
how they do in the playoffs. I mean, like if you had
It's all going to be predicated on
Get
that.
on-
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seattle will be the favorite unless they're blowing every team out by 3 or 4 touchdowns and Denver's struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, defense wins championships.
Defense does win championships. I believe that.
If they can get their secondary to not
We'll
do
see.
stupid things.
Yeah, do stupid things. But they're going to get back Walter Thurman
They
the
will.
third for the playoffs. So their D look good against New Orleans is amazing.
Yeah.
But do you put Russell Wilson the third in MVP contention?
Yeah, I think he's Peyton Manning's far and away the MVP right now, but I think he's got to be in the top 3
Top
count,
3.
right? Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
I'd say number 2, Nick Foles. What about you?
I don't know. He hasn't. He's hurt and he didn't play at the beginning of the year. No interceptions.
But
That's
let's say
great.
if he keeps up no interceptions, he has 19
win the
touchdowns. They win
division?
all their games, and let's say maybe Brady and Manning falter one game and don't look invincible. Would you possibly put Foles? Because
No. You also
you
don't
got to consider him though. If they win every game, he only has 1 loss.
Yeah, but again, he hasn't played the whole year.
Hasn't played the whole year. That is true.
Yeah,
and he's meant a lot to the Eagles.
You got to look at Cam Newton too. I hate him.
Okay,
and I want to punch him in the face.
Who's on that team? You don't think they have 8 wins? That defense, that front seven is arguably the best in football.
The front seven is his ilk, then they're not as good as they are.
I'm not
I think
sure
an
about
extra
that.
2 or 3 losses because his creativity when he's on offense, being able to escape the pocket, his strong arm. He's always not the most accurate thrower, but he's able to make some plays back. That's what you got to talk about the Giants.
Yeah, it's something like that. I can't believe people are just jumping off the Saints bandwagon. How can everyone just think?
Look at a team like San Francisco. They're in jeopardy.
I like San Francisco.
They're in jeopardy of
making the playoffs,
not even making the playoffs.
But
because
they're starting
Arizona,
to play better now,
and
especially they got their wide receiver back.
Yeah,
their offensive line's a little beat up.
So I think it's that this NFC West is very, very good. It's shown that it's the best division in football with
by
Arizona
far.
and the Rams.
St. Louis is good. Arizona was good.
Yep. I think it's a great division.
I said that at the beginning of the year. I think you agreed with the NFC West is the best, and I said the NFC East is going to be the worst.
Oh, yeah. That everyone knew
Well,
that.
not really. Not everyone.
Yeah.
But they are.
Yeah, they
the
are.
NFC
They're horrible.
least. That's what we call them now. They stink. That. Oh, boy. But, so New Orleans will find.
But there's just they'll put you in these fucking ridiculous scenarios. They'll be down by what? Technical call for bad language? Fuck you, Connect! Oh my god! That's ridiculous! I can't curse in my own house. I spent $530 for an Xbox One, and you're gonna penalize me? Fuck you!
Is that enough? I love that. That's going to be a perfect outro to hear that.
I spent $531 and I can't even curse in my own house.
You get a technical. That is really sick. That is how technology advanced so far. I've never heard of anything like it, but I like it.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
It really is a great
because
idea.
it brings a little bit more realistic,
It
and it's good.
does.
Like you talked about, your player actually gets ejected from the game.
Yeah.
Whoever you're controlling gets.
So you're not going to really want that to happen.
Yeah.
You're not going to think it's funny. You can't be a wise guy and curse. Stop swearing. It's not good. That's
and
what
just
the
for
whole
all you cursors out there, you can't turn this.
Cursors.
You can't turn this off if you want to, so that you can
can't.
curse as you
it's
as
built
you want.
in. It's built in the console.
And it's actually not the first
technology.
the first one that did it. It did it in the last Xbox as well, but it just gave it to the coach.
Yeah.
So your coach got ejected.
That's cool.
But now it actually goes to whatever player you're playing.
That kid who just walked by, I could see him cursing playing MB2K.
Oh, yeah.
Going for. That guy's a cursor.
How many controllers do you think are broken every day
man.
from Xboxes and PlayStation 4s?
Hey, it's going to teach kids not to take it so seriously. It's a video game.
Yeah.
I love it. America's a great thing.
And if you
video game.
because you didn't get to see the video, it's actually pretty funny because it's actually somebody playing the Blazers.
It is.
So you can imagine
someone's playing the Blazers.
Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge out there dropping F-bombs.
And the Blazers happened to tweet. This was, when was this? Was this a little earlier today, right?
This was
early in
today.
the morning.
Yep.
It was early in the morning. This is what the Blazers tweeted. Is it too late to join the Eastern Conference? Question mark. Asking for a friend. So the Suns replied, the Phoenix Suns, that is, we keep that one on the down low. That eager to get rid of us today, Portland? And the Blazers wrote back, good one over there. So the Blazers are knocking the Eastern Conference for being so weak, as a lot of teams are. But they went to Twitter. That was the actual Portland Trail Blazers Twitter account.
Yes.
That made fun of the
At
Eastern
Portland
Conference
Trail
so weak.
Blazers.
And they are weak. They really are.
And then there was just before there was a response by the Atlanta Hawks.
And then the Hawks responded. What did they say? Can you share that?
They said, check this out, Portland. And it was a box score with Atlanta beating the Clippers.
Oh, my God.
So they win one game and now one game.
I'm really shocked that Portland would do something like that. That is not typical Blazer-like.
Quick update, Portland leads by 4 points, 104-108, 24 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. So a 4-point lead for Portland. We'll keep you updated as soon as that goes final.
It's looking.
It is.
It's looking pretty good. I'm just so shocked that Portland would have anything to do with a tweet like that.
That would be 16-3. Who predicted cheap that really made an impact?
Really wants it.
Yep.
He's been fabulous. I think that's about it, my man.
Yeah. One thing. We kind of talking about the Blazers, and I'll admit I'm a Blazer fan. One of my superstitions for the Blazers is that I won't look at the standings. Because it seems like every time, every year they seem like they do pretty good. They have a couple losses, and they come out and they have a few wins. It seems like then I start looking at that when they get in the top 5 or something like that.
Right.
I'll start looking at the standings, and then they tank. I haven't looked at the standings yet this year.
Don't worry, I haven't either, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I don't think that's necessary.
So that's my kind of my superstition. I think I'm gonna try to go out the whole year with not seeing the standings.
I root for the Blazers, but I also look at the big picture, and I'm very objective. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying the Blazers are going to go all the way to the Western Conference Finals.
No,
Not ready. Not even. I mean,
They
sure,
need
they're
to
gonna
show
win.
it.
They're playoff. I said it before. Now I think they're a legitimate top 5 team in the Western
So
Conference.
Aldridge will probably have to be a coach's all-star. I
Yep.
think he's kind of proven that he's 2-time all-star. He'll probably get in again this year.
Lillard?
Is Lillard an all-star?
I believe so.
And does Wesley Matthews make the three-point contest?
Why not? He's
Yeah.
been hot.
Yeah.
He's really improved. That's another one of those top 3 things for the Blazers, reasons of their success. It has to be Wesley Matthews improved. A lot of people thought this guy was stagnant, that he's not going to be an ascending player. He really has.
And Lillard talked about he wants to be in the three-point contest. And
I want at least one of them. Let's get one of them in
exactly.
there.
Yeah. And
That's
Lillard,
a good contest.
and
Slam dunk's stupid.
yeah,
I don't like it
three-point.
anymore.
And
We'll get into that another day.
Yeah, that's it. That's the best one of those two. So.
Well,
Cool.
thank you for joining us live here. Doing it live at the Lumberyard. I'm Brad Stein. That's PJ Miller. This is Portland Sports Beat Extra. We will be here next Wednesday. I don't know about here.
No, we'll
But
find
be somewhere.
Yeah, we'll be somewhere.
So follow us on Twitter at PDX Sports Beat. I'm at Brads56 at PJ Miller 16. Final words?
Yeah, thanks to the crew out here. We got a nice crew who helps us out getting everything done. Thank you to the Lumberyard for letting us set up out here. Again, if you you got somewhere you want to take your kids, it's nice and if you want to get out of the cold, this is
I'm
a
still
great
freezing
place
my
to,
tushy.
yeah,
Right
they got a fireplace over in the restaurant. You can sit next to a fireplace, grab a beer. They got a lot of beers on tap, a lot of microbrews. So it's a great place to just come hang out, let your kids ride some bikes. If you want to jump out on a bike out here, and actually I got a couple passes. If you want to come check this out, hit me up on Twitter, either at PJ Miller 16 or on the SportsBeat at PDX SportsBeat. Got a couple passes. Someone asked for those. I will give those to you.
And if you want to be a guest on our show, you can come in here. And Judge Stein will be back next week.
Yes, it will be.
He was absent. We didn't talk much about it.
Yeah,
but he will be back.
Yes.
And so will Natasha Haynes.
Yeah, Natasha Haynes. We're going to start a great segment with Natasha next week. We're going to start following some local players who are making good in the pro ranks. So she's gonna do some investigating on some of our local players and give us some reports on what they're doing and how they're doing in their season. So look for that next week from Natasha.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful week. And again, happy Thanksgiving.